Okay, guys, I'm doing a giveaway of this book, and I'm gonna explain at the end of the video how this is gonna work. So stick it to the end of the video, and we're gonna talk about the giveaway. All right? Okay, let's go back to the video. Finally, OpenAI released the final version of the o1, the LLM they promised they have reasoning. But it's not that new, and it's worth it to pay 200 a month for the pro version. Let's try to figure out this here today. And let's see, yesterday, some autumn they posted about, they launched the o1, which is the smartest model in the world, faster, smarter. I don't think so because I've been trying this guy so far, and I don't see that's better than, for example, Cloudy at the moment for coding. Okay, it can be better for other things, but not for coding. And back in September, they released saying that o1 is learning reasons with LLMs. So they try, like to benchmark create all these benchmarks for the o1, make the case for the o1 that's better than GPT-4. But then when they release the o1 preview, I think for coding at least, and using Cursor here that I've been trying at least for a month now to see if it's actually nicer to work with LLMs to code for you. GPT-4 has been better than o1 preview, but Cloudy from Anthropic is way better. It's way better for coding. I don't know anything else like for like writing or other things. I believe that OpenAI is not being great for the things that it's important for me to use LLMs for. And this thing about learning and reason with LLM is other thing as well that when you go to OpenAI, right? Let's go to ChatGPT here, and let's see here, for example, which model I'm using. I'm using GPT-4. Let's see o1, for example. Uh, let's do here. So, for example, write me a Vite front end simple app with hello world with a timer, just to see like if let's see what o1 is gonna do, right? I think they stopped. Okay, now they're starting. Okay, so they do like this one shotting. That's really nice, really cool. It's really good to see like how it works, and actually it's really nice, right? But if I go to Cloudy, let's go to Cloudy here, and then let's do the same thing. I'm gonna copy paste because then simple the timer. And even like the design here is better, but look, it doesn't need to explain to me what it is. It's just write the code straight out the bat, and then after that, just like create a new Vite project, just do that, and blah 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 blah. Simple. This thing here for me is like, okay, it's one shotting. I think it's like they're similar. They have similar implementation. Let's see here. So the function app and seconds. Let's see. Yeah, the set timer is running, sets running. I believe that reasoning here is a little bit better. Let's see here. That this uses this is running as well. So use effect, create interview, start time, stop time, reset timer, start time, stop time, reset time. Same thing. So format time. So like here they have format time because they are actually trying to create a start reset here, which is nice. Really cool. And it's a second kind of a touch. It don't need to do that. I didn't ask for that. But it's really cool that actually here you see that Cloudy already uses Tailwind, which is interesting because I didn't ask to use Tailwind. I'm sorry, I see my head is I see my heads here on the place, but then you can see here that it's using Tailwind, which is today is becoming like kind of a pattern nowadays to use declarative class names for for your application. And if you don't have Tailwind nowadays, you can use Uno CSS or now other things that actually do declarative as well class names. So I think that's it's a little bit better than ChatGPT styling. And yeah, I think that might work. This might work. It's important that is work. That's okay for me. But at the same time, you can see now that Cloudy is still better than o1 in my view. Even though for the simple task to create a timer, and then you can easy preview and all this stuff. That's really cool for me. That you have something like that for coding. So for more, how can I say, for more edge cases, when you go for something that's more customized, LLMs, they all fall apart. They start to hallucinate a lot. And this part of reasoning as well, it's something that's interesting because we have this in the market already that's called RAG, so retrieval augmented generation. And retrieval augmented generation you can already use and create reasoning with LangGraph, for example. LangGraph, that's something that's really cool because LangGraph allows you to create agents, and each agent can perform one task. And the interesting part is like you have this query analysis where you can identify what are the nodes you can call to say, like, for example, you can define different tools, and each tools is actually an agent. They're going to use the LLM to perform a specific task. So, for example, you're going to search the internet, the other one's going to summarize text, and yada, yada, yada. And this is going to we're going to return this query analysis and the results of the nodes and then give the answer to the user. So, for example, so the query analysis, do a web search, generate a node, and then do answers web search, and then this actually gonna retrieve these here. So that's really interesting. Let's go back here to LangGraph so you can see this in practice. Let's see if I can find really quickly here. So LangGraph, and you have here, for example, this is in Python. Yeah, yeah. So, for example, you define a tool, and this tool is a search. So it's going to do a query. This kind of like how can I say, something that you're not going to be calling anything. Like you're not going to be calling anything external. Just want to search, like to determine that there is a search here, and then you're going to create a node, and then you can define a model, right? And then when you call the model, model state message, invoke the message, and then you can call the graph, right? And then you can add the agent for the workflow, and you can add the tool. So the workflow here, the workflow that define the state graph, going to determine like when you're going to use the tool, when you're going to invoke the tool. So for example, you had the message, and then when what is a wedding in San Francisco, and then this message here, when you go to the agent, when you call the model, right? And you see like, okay, we have this tool here that can actually respond to, have this tool here that can actually get the weather, invoke that tool before give the answer. So the LLM get the response and then return for you the weather. So like based on search results, I can tell you the current weather is in temperature. So RAG already gave this idea of creative reasoning or create a set of tools that can actually help the LLM to return a better result. So it creates a layer where the LLM gonna be able to understand that is this functionalities here, and the LLM can return and say, okay, call this functionalities and return the data to me. And then when you return the data, the LLM can then give a better response, a better answer for the user, for the end user, or for the end response. And this has been around for at least 1 or 2 years now, and it's something that's really cool. And I'm happy that the OpenAI is doing this as well, and actually improve the O1 with a RAG as well. So that's something that I believe we should explain a little bit more. That's something that's not entirely innovating, but at the same time, sometimes O1 is being hallucinating, and then that's fun because people start to joke already. You have like some some kind of memes because yeah, it looks like the O1 is hallucinate like crazy. Uh, if you can set up like a project, let's see, like I want to start a project called Hit Labs, for example. I don't know. I just it's just the first thing in my mind now. It's a social platform where everyone can comment to others people gist and give them pull requests. I don't know. Just I just create. Let's see what's it gonna do. So like it started to do like all of this stuff and create all of these decisions, technology stack decisions, security compliance, escalation performance. It's really cool. It's really interesting to see. But if I do this, for example, on Cloudy, let's see, let's create a new one. Cloudy. Let's see what's it gonna do. Maybe this is not hallucination, it's just a normal response. This one actually goes straight to code. That's that's good. At least this is not at all like a crazy hallucination. It just created a small thing and it said like, oh, this is the core features that you're gonna use and yada yada. That's really interesting. Just the O1 has this thing about reasoning, and if you click here, oh, there's no details, but there's sometimes like search the web to see if there is anything like that. Let's see what ChatGPT you can see. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to see the response. Okay, so that's just the detail. I just want to see the sources. No, there's no sources. Okay, that's really interesting. So like, there's not what I wanted. So I wanted just to see. Okay, so notable comparisons, GitLab snippet. Okay, big book snippets. It gives a comparison, see what they offer. That's interesting. Does give a summary, their conclusion, and it's very uplifting. To be honest, it's really cool. But then, yeah, I didn't see. This is not hallucination. Okay, it's just he tried to explain me some stuff. But actually, yeah, I've seen this a lot, and just a final thing now to talk about this OpenAI news and openAI-o1. So OpenAI seeks to unlock investment ditching AGI clause with Microsoft. This is important to understand that OpenAI now is full blown going to be a for-profit company. So for that and to be investable, they have to be able to actually give AGI for the companies investing on them to use. So the idea before was why is non-profit, the AGI that OpenAI would achieve would stay with, no, with the non-profit, and then no company would be able to actually uh, be able to hold onto it. So like or like create crazy prices or avoid or the companies to use the non-profit will be there to secure that everyone will be able to access the AGI. And that's what OpenAI doing right now. They're trying to ditch the AGI clause that is on the contract because OpenAI now is going full blown for profit. And yeah, that's what it is right now. I think after all that exchange that they have in the past with some if or Elon trying to take over OpenAI, Sam Altman got like a little bit in the midst of that, and he wanted to keep the nonprofit. But I feel like that was something that he didn't want to go for profit with Elon Musk. I think that he wanted to go by himself or with a different structure that he was thinking. It's all business. It's not that one is bad, other is good. It's just like the way that they wanted to do business. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe. And next week, I'm going to go back with more code and we're going to talk about a few things. So yeah, before I go, I I have a book, all right, and I really wanted to give away this book for people who actually watch the channel, and you guys have been really nice to me. And this book I'm gonna be giveaway for the first 500 subscribers on the channel. So if we reach 500 subscribers, we are almost there. I'm gonna give away at least 5 books of this. Five, let's say five, okay? And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And so leave a like, comment down below, share, make more people to subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna do this giveaway. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. Thank you very much, and cheers.